Hi, this is Grant from Blue Flash. Today we're in the Blue Flash store, not in the Drysuit workshop, because Cape Town's had some of its hottest days since forever, and we're melting a bit in the workshop, so I thought I'd make this video in our storeroom over here. Today we're having a look at the waterproof D1X hybrid Drysuit. I'm going to do a top to bottom review of this suit. We really like it. We've been watching it for a few years, and we've decided to actually stock it at Blue Flash and become Waterproof's agent in South Africa for these suits, and we've got a few other waterproof products. So let's have a top to bottom look at this amazing dry suit. Okay, so the first thing with any dry suit really to look for is the fabric that the suit is made out of. That makes all the difference, the fabric and the way that the seams are sealed. And the first thing that you'll notice about the suit is that this is a really top-end tri-laminate fabric. It's 500 grams, and so it's fairly heavy, but not overly heavy, I think, and it just exudes quality in terms of the fabric and the cut of the suit. The seams are sealed with proper rubber tape. It's not machine applied heat tape as in some of the other tri-laminate dry suits. So that's really important. The other thing is of course comfort, and this suit, the way that the panels are constructed and so on, is going to make for a very comfortable suit. And of course the third thing we always say with dry suits, it's got to have some local support. So wherever you're getting your D1X, maybe it's from us in Cape Town, make sure that you've got the person selling it to you can also provide support and help you when things go wrong, because with dry suits things do go wrong. Okay, let's go through the suit top to bottom. We've already looked at the fabric. Now the most important item and the thing that makes this suit different from other suits is its built-in inner suit, which is this blue honeycomb plasticky material that's fairly thick, and it's basically like an inner suit that stays in the suit. So what that means is you are going to not need as much other inner suit when you're diving this suit. Or if you do add a regular amount of inner, then you're going to be so much more warmer, because this is really trapping a constant volume of air all around your body. That I think also adds to the comfort of the suit, but it's definitely the warmth is going to be way and above its competing dry suits, the tri-laminate dry suits. So we really like this idea. It's been patented by Waterproof. And we see a lot of manufacturers doing all sorts of odd stuff with dry suits. You know, they'll make like a outer skin of lycra and an inside almost like a plastic bag, and you think, oh, that's terrible innovation. Or they'll make half the suit in neoprene and the rest in tri-lam, and they just do crazy stuff, or weird zip arrangements. You look at them, we know about dry suits, we look at those things and we think, oh, that's just nuts. But when we saw this just makes perfect sense. Having the inner suit giving you that warmth and that extra comfort, it's just such a sensible idea. It's a really clever innovation. The inner suit is removable, so it can be unzipped and you can wash it if needs be. It might get a bit smelly over time, so you want to be able to take it out and give it a wash. That's easily done. Okay. Next thing is, let's look at the seals. We've got silicone seals, so they've got Cytec ring system, similar to what we normally have on our Cape Gear suits, for the neck and the cuffs. And the cuffs is the QCS system, so that means you can easily upgrade to a nice dry glove system, like Waterproof has the Ultima dry gloves. We've actually got tons of stock of Ultima at the moment. And yeah, so easily upgradable for dry gloves. And we also just love silicone seals. I think you really should be looking at buying a new tri-laminate dry suit that still coming with latex. That's old technology. You want silicone. Okay, let's have a quick look at the zip. It features a metal zip, brass zip, which is fine. We don't mind plastic, but this one comes standard with a metal zip. We like the fact that the zip is mounted on the shoulder, on the back, and not in the front, because we know that zips are going to fail and they'll need to be replaced. And replacing front entry zips can be exceptionally tricky. And even though it's not you that's got to worry about whether it's tricky or not, it's a difficult job like that is sometimes difficult to do and make sure that it's leak proof. Having it on the shoulder means you can do it in a straight a section with a board underneath, a form, and it's just way easier to replace this zip. So that's why we always recommend shoulder zips. Okay, valves. It's got Cytec valves, pretty standard arrangement for the valves. It's got braces on the inside. Let's move down a little bit. It has exceptionally nice pockets, cargo pockets, with a nice grippable lid, and you've got your hose that comes with the suit, and there's space for D-rings in there. They've even included some loops and so on. And if you want to have it expand more, you just open it up, and then it becomes pretty massive, one on each side. Really nice. Okay, next thing, knee pads. The knees really take a lot of strain on dry suits sometimes. This has got really solid Kevlar knee pads. We really like those. Also, talking about padding, on the seat of the dry suit, you've also got quite a nice textured padding. And what's also good is the crotch area of the suit hasn't got any seams. Sometimes you'll have intersecting 4 seams intersecting there, and that's very often a problem that we find with tri-laminate dry suits. This pattern avoids that completely. Right, then we move down, and you've got a pretty standard dry suit boot, but quite a nice boot with a fin lip. Okay, so that's, we prefer these to socks. It's just a much better arrangement. So that's the suit top to bottom. Like I say, we really like it. Let's just talk about sizing. So we don't have waterproof, don't do custom D1X suits. You would have to buy a standard size, but that's not really a problem if you look at the size range that they've got. I think in men's sizes there are about 20 options. So you've got all the way from 3 extra small to 3XL, and you've got, in some of the sizes, you've got a plus size, which is obviously a bit wider, and you've got a tall options as well. So I think that's going to 99.9% of people are going to find a suit that fits them well. We can also quickly talk about the stuff that comes with the suit. You get a inflation hose, which is great. You get a waterproof H1 hood, which we really like. One of these, probably the top performing cold water hood available. We've been selling these for ages. We really like them. And you also get a spare set of silicone seals. I really think they're probably the only manufacturer that gives you that much value in extras. Oh, also this really cool properly made dry bag for the suit. It's a proper dry bag. Very nice. Okay, so that's sizes and extras. Just in terms of South African divers and people in South Africa that might be interested in buying from us, we're going to carry a limited range of stock, probably just 4 or 5 suits of the most popular sizes, and then we can get, you're looking at about 2 or 3 weeks to get a suit from Sweden to South Africa, to Cape Town, to be ready. So that's not bad. I think it's pretty good. I mean, nobody else really wants to carry stock, but we will have some stock, and we can get more if we don't have your size. Okay, then also for South African buyers, I'd just like to compare this suit to the opposition, so to speak. Some other suits that are out there which are in the same league. I mean, this is a top-end suit, so let's look at the other top-end suits available. Firstly, there's the Scuba Pro EverTech, available widely in South Africa. It's a little bit cheaper than this suit, but not by much, probably about 20-30% cheaper. And I don't think it's at the same quality level of this. Certainly the fabric that is used is breathable fabric. We don't really like breathable fabrics. We find they don't stay. The breathability becomes porosity after a few years. So you gotta watch out for that. It's got front zip, which we don't really like. It comes with silicone seals, which is cool. Yeah, but I think not quite in the same league as the suit, not quite as expensive. The EverTechs have improved over the last last sort of 10 years since they started with EverTech, Scuba Pro that is. They've improved a lot. They had a lot of problems initially with seam taping and so on, and they've gotten a lot better. The ones that we see coming in for repair now are certainly, I'd say they're good suits. So they're getting there, but I don't think they're quite to this level as far as quality goes. Then the other suit that is comparable is the Fourth Element Argonaut 2, which is a really nice suit. We quite like them. They're a very nice fabric. Price would be, I think, just about the same as this suit. They've got a nice advantage in the way that they do their sizing. They're virtually all custom made with a biomap system where they take a picture of you with a camera at a certain distance, and you get a custom made suit. And that's great, but you do have the possibility that it goes wrong. So yeah, I have heard of cases where biomapping doesn't work out, and you go to all that effort, you wait a bit longer because the suit's got to be custom made, and there's a slight problem with the fit. That has happened. Probably just once or twice in hundreds of suits, but still. The Argonaut, what else can we say about the Argonaut? If you want silicone seals with the Argonaut, it's an upgrade. They come standard with latex, which we don't recommend. They've also got, you can add options, quite a lot of options with the customization and so on, so that's pretty cool. Like I say, the main thing with them is the fabric is good, probably even comparable to this fabric. Okay, so that is the waterproof D1X suit in a nutshell as far as South African situation goes. If you've got any comments or queries, please just post them below. We'd love to hear what you think of our new offering in the dry suit world. Thank you.